Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. So today I'm going to use something that I picked up at a Goodwill for about $3.99 is what it's labeled at. I want to believe I got it for half price. I really don't remember if I did or did not, but this is an orange label on a Goodwill price tag with a blue label underneath. So I'm assuming that it may have been a half off week label. Orange was the color of the week, and instead of $4 I paid $2 for this package of, this is a celebration fan kit. So this is what that looks like. There's a template in the packaging so that you can take it to your printer and print off a really nice photo of either the event or the information regarding the event, or people in the event, such as a wedding or a funeral or a like perhaps a christening or baby shower, something like that. This is just a little piece of memorabilia that you would take with you or distribute at your event, such as one of those celebrations. And in here there is this template. The template is what you would take to your printer and perhaps test out what you're going to print onto the cards or the fan kit. And in here there's approximately, I want to say about 20 to 25 sheets of cards that you can make something with. Here's my little prototype. Actually, let me just check to see how many is in here. Here it says 25 fans, and they're 5 by 7 inches. And there's also some, let's see, there's also some like really large popsicle sticks in here. So these measure about 8 inches, about 7 3/4 inches by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so they're really large popsicle sticks with double-sided tape on both sides, and this is what you would use to insert into the center of the fan. And then you have one of these little guys. And then in the package also included these cute little satin bows that you can attach to your project, and that would be just a cute little thing all by itself. But I am going to make this into a like a little journaling space inside of a journal. So you can clip this directly into a journal, either with a bullnose clip or with a paper clip or a clothespin, something like that. And then you have all of this writing space on the inside. So let's make one. This is my prototype. I just collaged the outside. It was just pretty plain and yeah, just not junk journal ready. So I made it junk journal ready with this pretty collage that I just created and covered with distress collage medium and maybe some Mod Podge and clear gesso mixed. So this is what my Mod Podge and clear gesso mix looks like. It's in this little plastic tub or container. Yeah, it's just a mixture of Mod Podge and clear gesso. And this is my Tim Holtz distress collage medium. So just brushed it on top of this, and we have something super cute that can go into a junk journal. So, okay, full disclosure, I have already recorded this video for you guys on another memory card, which completely died on me. So I am doing this again. I recorded all of this on a separate memory card, an SD card that just decided that it didn't want to work anymore. So yeah, I just decided, hey, I don't want to play in your crazy Chronicle games. So here I'm just going to remove the fan from the perforated area around the card that it's attached to. And then we have this. This is pretty standard for celebrating an event. It has like a little silver band all the way around the rim. But I'm going to cover all of that up. In addition to that, I'm also going to ink this entire thing in my favorite ink, ground espresso. So let me move these items out of the way. And I'm just gonna pre-ink everything with ground espresso. So yeah, guys, I mean, I hope y'all are having a crafty day, doing crafty things in your craft spaces, and enjoyed your Mother's Day and you know, this past weekend and other events that you would have been celebrating with your family. So yeah, any birthdays out there, happy birthday to anyone, and happy Mother's Day to all of you wonderful crafting moms out there. So yeah, I just ink the outside. I'm not going to worry about inking the inside too much, although this is the area that you will see at the end. If I choose to ink it any heavier, I will do so afterwards, okay? But this is where we're going to collage. So yeah, I didn't even have to ink through the middle here, but it's all good. So to begin with, I'm going to find myself I just went through my scrap box and found some stuff, right? So just some papers to play with, some scrap pages and other items to play with. And I'm just going to Scotch Create glue, stick down all of the items that I want to put on here. So let's just see. I found this in this pile of pages. These are from this is just from a package of pages that I recently received. It's just craft paper. It looks like it's pre-collaged already, and yeah, I like this style of paper, so I'm just going to use one of these right here in the middle as my focal point. I'm just gonna Scotch Create glue stick it down, and it'll live right here in the center, and then we'll build upon it as we go. So again, just some scrap pages from my stash. Just gonna tear and ink as I go and fit them onto this page. So at some point I may want to lift this up and glue this down underneath here, just like that. And yeah, guys, it's just collage. It's just, you know, personal preference on how you would like to see your items on the page. And then once you're done, you can cut away the excess, which is what I did on my previous project. So yeah, I just glued down a bunch of stuff. Whoops. Save that. If it tears, just save it. You can always just glue it back into place. No big deal. So yeah, I'm just going to try to fit these larger pieces into the corners of the card itself. And for this one, I'm gonna glue it back down right where it tore from, and you can't even tell that tore. Okay, so from there I will just continue to add like little strips of scrap paper. No real decision making. It's just whatever you feel should go down on the page is what you will place. Right down there and right down here. So yeah, I'm just gluing stuff to this paper, and as I find interesting things from my scrap pile, I'll add it. Alright, so with all of this glued down here on my card, now I might want to decide like some of the blank spaces, maybe I want to stamp something on it. So I'm just going to grab my VersaFine ink pad and stamp a couple of things on there. Nothing much, just it already has some stamping, so I don't want to make it too busy, but I think I want to stamp the word vintage on here. So I'm just going to grab that from my little Kathy Holden stamping set and just stamp the word vintage like right through here on some of the plain sections. stamp it maybe up here. Okay, so yeah, nothing too heavy with the stamping, just a couple of interesting things to tie this whole thing together, because once you fold it over, it'll be vintage on one side, vintage on the back side, and then all the other pieces do coincide with each other. So from here, what I want to do is just grab my, probably I'm going to just use my clear gesso and Mod Podge mixture and just brush it over the top here. I did add some of this mulberry paper, so this paper right here is just going to absorb a lot of the collage medium. So I think my clear gesso and Mod Podge mixture will probably be a better, let's say a better coverage for some of these items, because again, mulberry paper is very pretty to look at, very pretty to use in your projects, but it's mostly just like pure cotton paper. It's like, you know, very porous, and I don't want to waste my collage medium on it because I only have a little bit of it. So I think my clear gesso and Mod Podge mixture is going to be a better, or give it at least better coverage. Once this dries, I will then cut away the excess around the edges, and then just add a couple of embellishments to go on top of this, and we are done. So I'm just going to try to get all my brush strokes going in the right direction, or in the same direction. There's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong, guys. Any which way you feel feels better to you, feel free to do it that way. I'm just trying to go across this way, right to left, and just try to get everything to blend fairly nicely. So I'll let this dry, and when I return, I'll then go ahead and cut away the excess paper around the edges to give this a nice crisp rounded edge all the way around. And then we have ourselves some journaling space once we add a few more embellishments on top of this right here. Alright guys, so just a few more embellishments on the outside cover of this right here, and then we have ourselves a nice little tuck that we can put into our journal, and possibly either clip it in with like one of these ball nose clips with a cute little dangle hanging from it, or perhaps a clothespin. One of these arts and craft clothespins really does the trick as well. So I'm gonna just decorate. This is my prototype, and this was the one we did together. They are similar, so yeah, they will work out great in a junk journal. So I'm just gonna put like a little bit of like some washi stickers on the outside, perhaps some of this vellum packaging from you know, just from some packaging that I received. That might look cute on there. Perhaps on this one that's a little bit more you know, book page friendly or whatever. So yeah, I'll just put like some of my washi stickers on, perhaps something that goes along with some of the other stamping that's on here, maybe a couple tickets or what have you. So yeah, I can just decorate the outside any way I feel, because it's mine, right? And you can do the same thing. You too can decorate your project any way that you see fit, because it'll be your project, and you know, make it your own. So this again is just going to go into a junk journal. This doesn't even have to be centered. It can be anywhere along the side here. And I can place, this is not a sticker. This is from Tim Holtz little, I think they're called like, I don't know, twitches or stitches, snippets. So yeah, this is just one of his little snippet tickets from his kit, and you can just decorate this anyhow you see fit. And I think what I want to do is like probably lift this leaf, whoops, just lift this leaf up and tuck that behind here. just ever so slightly so that it looks like it's part of the project. I'm going to cut this down, which is my little piece of vellum packaging, and it actually says Eden Garden on here. So my niece's name is Eden, by the way. That's such a pretty name. I'm just going to put this into the project, something like so. I can ink it because it's vellum and it'll take ink really well. And then I can just glue it down with my Scotch Create glue stick, like right through here. So it doesn't even have to be like perfect. None of this is perfect, guys. None of it is perfect. It's just whatever you want. That's the fun thing about collage. So yeah, let me put down this guy. Here's my little oversized mushroom that I wanted to incorporate into this part of the project. And I'm just gonna pop it down just like anywhere, right? Just anywhere. Okay, that works. And here's another one of Tim Holt's snippets. I can't believe I said twitchets. Yeah, it's one of his little snippets from the package of snippets, and it just says fragile, do not drop, handle with care. And that goes really well with some of the other things that we have on here. And then I have this little railroad sticker. It's a railroad pass. I think I'll place it on my prototype one. Just added a little bit, a little more glue to it because it's a sticker and it's been sitting for a while. So I'll just pop that down just like so. Yeah, and now we have two perfectly cute little inserts that can go into any junk journal. If the inside of yours ends up being a little bit more inky than you would like, or if you get glue on the inside, like, and then, you know, ink on top of the glue, just go over it with some white gesso. All right, just grab some white gesso, cover the inside of the little folder. And that's what I did with this one, because I got some glue here and then I touched it with my inky fingers and it ended up making a mess. So I just covered the whole thing with clear gesso, and I'll show you how well clear gesso works. If I can find a pen. Why is a pen so difficult to find on my desk all the time? It's either a pen or a pencil. I'm always looking for one or the other. Okay, so here is a little pen. I'm going to write here on my my white gesso. Did I say white gesso or clear gesso? I meant white gesso. Okay, cover your blotches or mistakes with white gesso. And here I'll just write journal 2023. Okay, so yeah, you can write on white gesso. It really does create lots of good coverage so that you can write on it. That does not look like a J, but we'll work with it. Yeah, and if you really want to ink up the inside, now would be the time to do so after you've covered it in white gesso, because your white gesso takes ink really well as well. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you right here simply because I'm completely done with my two little projects that I wanted to make. Again, this one accidentally became a prototype because of my my SD card crashed on me. So I ended up having to make a second one, but that's perfectly fine because I like them both, and now I have two that I can put into my journal. I hope you guys try this project. If you do, tag me at Chronicles of a Crafter, hashtag Chronicles of a Crafter. Don't forget to check out my link down below, the one link that'll take you to all of my other links via linktree/Chronicles of a Crafter. And you can find my Amazon storefront, my Etsy shop, Instagram, Pinterest, my email address, buy me a coffee. The list goes on, and it's all right there on one link. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I really do appreciate each and every one of you who have subscribed, who share these videos, who like these videos, who leave a comment down below. And yeah, I really do appreciate each and every one of you for doing so. I want you guys to go do something crafty today and definitely stay naturally curious. All right, guys, bye.